Have you ever felt truly inspired to do something for God, where through this opportunity, God was going to get all this glory? Maybe it was a ministry that you felt that you were being drawn to, opportunity to travel somewhere, and everything felt like you were going to get this opportunity. You were shooing for this speaking assignment, for this chance, for your obedience to God to be put on display. And then the door slammed shut. Opportunity dried up. Wasn't enough resources. They chose somebody else, whatever it was. And now you're left feeling disappointed. This is day 19 of 31 days sharing from my new devotional, Bending Bows of Bronze, Subdue the Enemy Under Your Feet. In yesterday's devotional, we looked at the power of framing our prayers with gratitude. And in this part of our narrative with David, the ark has been brought back to the city, and he's looking at his house and his new palace in Jerusalem, and he's like, why am I sitting pretty and God is still in a tent? And so this inspiration pours in that he feels is divine. He starts making these plans and he consults the prophet Nathan, and Nathan says, yeah, go ahead, do whatever's in your heart. And so he's up all night and creativity is flowing. And then the next day, Nathan comes back and says, yeah, my bad. I just talked to God and he said it's not going to be you. It's going to be actually your son that builds a temple. And so here's this opportunity for David to choose disappointment. I see David as a man who was constantly seeking validation. We're talking about somebody that conceivably was distant from his father, who when the prophet Samuel comes to anoint one of his sons to be king, David's not even called. He's left out in the pasture. We're talking about somebody that Saul, his surrogate father, loved while he was winning battles for him. But then as soon as the script flipped and David was getting all of the kudos and he wasn't, now he's throwing spears at him and trying to kill him. And so here is David, this man of war, this man who has not lost a battle. And conceivably, he could feel like his worth is his military prowess to win battles in the name of God. And now it seems like that's the very reason that he's being rejected, because he's shed too much blood. And thus this great opportunity, this great inspiration to build a temple to honor the Most High God is going to go to his son. But we see in 2 Samuel chapter 7 that David chooses gratitude. He says, who am I, O Lord God, and what is my house that you have brought me thus far? And so he chooses to remember God's faithfulness and his protection over the years as he was on the run from Saul, and how God kept his promise, the promise that was made when he was anointed king, and the relationship they've had over the years, from tending his sheep to playing his harp to spending time on the run, composing psalms in his honor. David chooses gratitude instead of disappointment. And this is a great opportunity for you as well, when you have that fork in the road, where you've given everything to ministry, to family, to career, and you see closed doors in front of you despite your most earnest prayers. It stings, it hurts. But oftentimes God's no is a bigger yes to your true identity. It's a bigger yes to the kingdom assignment that he has you on right now, that you are being prepared so that you can conquer new devils at new levels. Proverbs 19:21 says, many are the plans in a person's heart, but the Lord's purpose prevails. I want you to testify in the chat. Maybe God said no to you about something that you were initially disappointed about. When you released that disappointment, you saw down the line that he was preparing you for something different, something better, something that you were prepared for. Go ahead and testify in the chat, and we'll thank God together for his sovereignty, for his providence, for his faithfulness. Listen, if you have not yet grabbed the book, you can go to bendingbowsofbronze.com, download the first 3 days for free, and then grab your paperback or audiobook version. Get the digital version for free instantly. Tomorrow, we're going to look at the warfare tactic of building spiritual partnerships that become powerful infrastructure against the enemy's kingdom. See you then.